G'day guys, it is Ben here from Hunt the Nice. Now, what we're going to do today is have a quick look at some of the design changes between the original HIKMICRO Alpex and the Alpex 4K, which is the new one. Now, HIKMICRO in the original Alpex developed something with a stunning image, but usability for me just wasn't where it needed to be, okay? And some of the things I didn't like about it was the CR123 battery that went in here, and it could not be rechargeable. So, it's disposable batteries, small batteries, you didn't get a lot of extra battery time, and not being rechargeable, you kind of, it was a little bit useless to me. I wasn't real happy with that. And these buttons here on the back. Now, not as bad with the Alpex where you're not changing too many things, but with the Stellar, these buttons were flush and you just really couldn't tell what the different buttons did. And I found myself powering it off when I was trying to record, things like that. So there's a few little niggly things in this design that when you're in a really, really competitive space, I thought wasn't that great. Okay, but the beauty about HIKMICRO, and we'll get that one, toss it on the side, is that they listen, okay? And now they've developed this, and this is the 4K, and they've done a few things in here that are small but really smart, okay? We're going to start from the rear end here. They've raised the buttons. These buttons are now contoured, textured, and they're actually got separators. There's no worries about feeling where these buttons are now. They're beautiful in terms of touch, with their soft touch. They're absolutely beautiful. One of the best things they've done, though, is they've moved the charging port from under the turret cap on the original Stellar to the back here, okay? Now that's done two things that I really like. Firstly, you're not going to lose a turret cap when you're charging this. Secondly, it puts the charging port closer to the ground. So if you've got this on your rifle and it's in a safe, you can run a USB power bank to it, and it's just a little bit easier from a cable length point of view. But secondly, I guess the really important bit, what it's done, is it's made this now, and they've moved the turret menu system to up here, and now you can run an 18650 rechargeable in the side here, which is absolutely fantastic. Now, it's always going to use the external battery before it uses the internal battery, and being an 18650, you get a much longer runtime out of it, and when you are out of 18650 battery power, you just jam another one in, or you use the internal battery. But it is so much more functional having that battery system than the original battery. Now, let's have a look at the front of this device, because there's some really cool things here too. Firstly, the lens cap's really nice, but it comes in this position, and this is the rangefinder module here. It's a beautiful little rangefinder module, so make sure you just turn the lens cap out of the way, but it snaps back beautifully, springs into position. Rangefinder model is really, really small. These weigh, without the external battery, about 1,130 grams. It's only about 15 grams more than the original Stellar, but it's got the rangefinder. The other thing too is here, it's got adjustable aperture, which is fantastic. So this will maximize and minimize the light that comes in through it. So during the day when it's bright, you turn it down and it will close the aperture and allow less light into it, which means less oversaturation. But at night time, especially on twilight before you go to IR, you can turn this to fully open and you get really into dark before you need to start running the IR light. It is absolutely fantastic. Really, really good design. A lot of devices you'll see have got a pinhole in here, and during the day you have the pinhole, and at night time you open it up. But that doesn't give you the adjustability that this one does. So HIKMICRO took some fantastic feedback and have developed an awesome device. Now, I haven't put any footage in this. YouTube is saturated with footage. I just wanted to show you what I really, really like about this design from HIKMICRO. They have completed, they've made an absolute winner in my books. I mean, the image is just stunning alone, but the actual design features and the things they fixed and improved, absolutely fantastic. And one thing you guys know about me, I love companies that listen, progress, and keep on going. Anyway, there it is, guys. That is what I really like about the new Alpex 4K. Available now at huntthenite.com.au.